It's high school hockey night on CCX. The Northwest Suburban Conference boys matchup between the Totino-Grace Eagles and the Champlin Park Rebels. From the Champlin Ice Forum, John Jacobson and Dan Ficken. And Dan, two teams I think are pretty evenly matched. Champlin Park with a better overall record, but Totino-Grace coming in with a better conference record.
Right, it's kind of they're very similar and they're not alike. They're both scoring about 3 to 4 goals. They're both giving up 3 to 4 goals. But Champlin's 8-3 in their last 11. Totino's 1-7-1 in their last 9. So going different directions. So this is a big game for Grace. They got to get back on the winning track again. And they're looking to pick it up again. Both teams very young. A lot of sophomores, a lot of freshmen. And that's kind of showing up in how they're playing.
It's kind of fun to watch teams like this, though, isn't it? Because you get the sense talking to both coaching staffs that they're really eager, not only for right now, but for what's coming down the pike and how these younger players can develop as varsity players in the coming years.
Yeah, they're really enthusiastic. You know, they're just trying to teach them to be consistent, but both teams have gathered together murderous schedules. They're playing the top 10 teams in the state, which they hadn't done before. They're looking for some wins, and you know, overall the performances have been pretty good against the top teams. For next year, and then the year after that, look out. These two teams could be pretty good.
Totino-Grace has made the jump from Class A to AA, so they'll compete in Section 5 AA starting next month along with Champlin Park. And so they wanted that tougher schedule. They're playing a lot of AA schools already within their conference. They thought, why not make the big jump into AA for the high school tournament for the playoffs.
Well, what's amazing about that, too, is all of a sudden they get a lot of emails once they made that announcement. The kids that were considering going, but they didn't want their kids playing a single A schedule. They wanted to play the AA team. So it was a very good and smart move by Totino-Grace. And I think they made the right move, and we'll see how it turns out over the next few years.
All right, let's look at our key players, starting with the Eagles. Luke Delzer's having a fine season. Really, is that a good week, too?
Yeah, 4 goals the other night. He's got 21 points, 1 power play goal, but he's 6 foot 195. And he's one of the smaller guys in the team. They got 10 kids 6 foot or better on this team, but he's big, he's beefy, gets in front of the net, he'll get dirty goals. He's just kind of a fighter and stuff, and he's done a good job for them so far this year.
And for Champlin Park, one of those young players who's their top scorer so far this year, Hogan Sinjim.
Oh boy, I'll tell you what, this kid, they've known about him for a few years. In youth hockey, he was a dynamite player, and they were hoping he would stay. And they got him to stay, and guess what? The whole class that he played with during youth stayed to play with him. He's got 19 points, he's a sniper, he can shoot really well. He's got 3 power play goals for them. So, and you know, like I said, he's young. I mean, they're going to build around him big time. But those are the players you got to keep in your program to keep building on it to get to maybe a state tournament situation.
That should be a good game tonight. Totino-Grace and Champlin Park. We will face it off from the Ice Forum right after this on CCX. John Jacobson, Dan Ficken, back at the Ice Forum in Champlin, ready to drop the puck. Totino-Grace and Champlin Park boys hockey tonight on CCX. Last Saturday night in January. And Dan, they'll pull a vortex in the offing in the next 10 days at least. Remember, it was all this time last year. We got all that cold weather.
Yep.
Not yet this year.
No,
we won't get it. Let's look at Wes Johnson, freshman goalie for Totino-Grace, 3.71, 4.12 goals against. But look at the save percentage. They're 90%. He's facing a lot of rubber and saving a high percentage of it.
He's one of the young kids we're talking about, a freshman here, stepping up to the plate and getting his first varsity experience.
And a sophomore at the other end, it's Carter Wastrel. 6-3 on the season, goals against 2.78, and just over 90% save percentage for him with a couple of shutouts as well. Some nice talent, young talent in the nets for both teams. We are underway. Champlin Park in the white. Totino-Grace in the navy as they sweep the puck down into the Rebel zone. Rebels sweep it to the far corner where Eagles rather, and Ben Fisher got it out to the blue line. Kept in there by Totino-Grace by Luke Delzer. It's going to be a delayed offside call, looks like.
Well, there's Mr. Delzer again, kind of being annoying, stepping in front and just getting kind of gritty and getting the puck. He couldn't quite get it off, but did a nice job of stopping the rush by the Champlin Park Rebels.
Delzer will face off here against Hogan Sinjin. Face-off win for Totino-Grace as they shoot it down into the Rebel zone. Lucas Aberwald getting a check on Delzer along the boards. Now it's swept to the near boards. Another check there, applied this time by Howie Moore of Grace. Rebels having trouble getting the puck out of their zone in the opening minute of play here around the net, but can't get a shot away, and out comes Champlin Park now. Strong rush. Noah Visner put it out in front. Karam's off to the left. And gathered up by Delzer of Totino-Grace. Trying to go rink wide with the pass. But deflected. Moore gets it onto the stick of Parker Noss. Noss will skate it up and shoot it down into the Rebel zone. And he needed to take one more stride, Dan, before he shot it down. He was on his side of center ice, so it's icing on Totino-Grace.
Yeah, the Rebels closed off his lane really well. They got on the inside of him and forced him toward the boards, and he couldn't quite get there in time. Good effort, though, but Grace comes out real hard in the forecheck. Their defense is pinching pretty hard, so we'll see if that continues in the first period.
Face-off win by Austin Bernovic as Darby Jones bursts out of the zone. Shot away, and he fired it wide out of the Rebels' net. Fight along the boards. Shot from the blue line. That goes wide of the Rebels' net. Then cleared by Champlin Park here, and this will be icing on CP.
You know, one of the contrasts we're looking at here versus what we're seeing in the game, Champlin Park's been very good defensively. They're only giving up 28 shots a game. Totino-Grace gives up 34 a game, but that ain't what we're seeing here, but they haven't really gotten too much on net.
Sam Thielen, Robbie Lawler on this face-off, won by Thielen. Rebels had a piece of it, and the Eagles will keep it in the zone, play it back behind the Champlin Park net. Picked up there by Lawler. And cleared ahead. And now here comes Champlin Park. Lawler got spun around there. Knocked off balance enough where he wasn't able to get a shot away. Rebels can't hold the zone, and now skates Jack Gray with it. Head manning it for Kyle Heffron. Into the high slot. Puck is loose and grabbed by Champlin Park. Rebels lose the puck as they came to the Eagles' blue line. Taken by Heffron. Avoids a check. Passes off onto his right to Gray. Shot away. Save made by Wastrel. Rebels clear down the ice. There'll be another icing on Champlin Park.
Well, there's a good rush there by Kyle Heffron, the leading scorer on the Grays team, and by a long shot. He went right to the net. He didn't go by it. Got a good deflection on a return pass there. And Wastrel had a nice job staying with him and making sure he deflected that puck off.
Rebels will get a late line change here.
Advantage of being the home team.
Yeah. You're going to drop it again. Face-off win for the Eagles. Right point played to the corner by Moore. Moore calling for the puck again. Kept in at the blue line by Noss. They're going to say it came out and it's offside on Totino-Grace.
You know, watch the comparatives on the periods for the year for both teams. Champlin Park's been fantastic in the first period, outscoring the other team 21-7. But boy, you wouldn't know by looking at it right now. I'll tell you, Grace has really put some heat on him.
From center ice, Oliver Moore dropping it back into his zone. Comes back to Howie Moore now. Off for Noss. Lost it. Turnover. Rebels trying to take advantage here. Back out to the left point. Knocked down. Kept in by Roy Johnson. Now moving in. St. John getting a shot away. Eagles have it. Back they fly up the right side. Oliver Moore had it knocked off his stick. Drops it back. Howie Moore in his own zone. Changes direction. Gives it off for Noss. Tipped by Connor Smith into the Rebel zone. And fired back in by Noss.
Well, this is the line for Champlin Park to watch. These are the kids that really fly, especially saw number 8 there, St. John, just how quick he was, boy. Turned it fast and got a shot off.
Schroeder moves into the corner, gives it off to Jones. Jones checked by Peterson, but the Eagles keep the puck in the zone. Back behind the net, now skating to the right circle. Back out to the point, kept in by Golden there, and to the slot, and just slides off the stick of Austin Bernovic. Bernovic gets it back along the left boards. Chip shot in front. Save made by Wastro off the tip by Schroeder. Good pressure here by the Eagles. Patrick Finley put it wide of the Champlin Park net. Skated down by Johnson there for Champlin Park. Got it out of the zone. Allows the Rebels to make a change. Eagles ice the puck here, and it'll come back down to the Totino-Grace zone.
Well, the Eagles have come out here with a lot of jump in their skates. They're really going after it hard, and I think that 1-7-1 record right now is kind of bothering them. They know this is an important game not only for the Commons but for the sections, John. They got to make some noise here.
Good pace to the game. First 4.5 minutes here at the ice for them. Champlin Park controls the faceoff. Jack Bergstrom got pinched along the boards, and out comes Thielen with it for Totino-Grace. Rebels take it back. In comes Tanner Thompson, left side, back behind the Eagles net. Taking a check there was Thielen. Rebels trying to turn the puck over. Grace regroups, and Howie Moore has it. Noss up to the blue line, kept in the zone by Thompson. Onto the stick of Jack Gray. Gray, rink wide pass off the skate of Thielen, catches up with it. Feeds Heffron on his right side. Heffron, leading goal scorer on this team, comes in. Off the puck, gets it back. Heffron moving in, dropping it back. Left side, shot away, fired wide of the Champlin Park net. Right point, Heffron keeps it in. Off the stick of Noss, catches up with it. Shot from a tough angle. Save made by Wastro. Eagles can't hold the zone, have to try to regroup. And the pass picked off at center. And Walters brought it in offside for Champlin Park.
Boy, had a good opportunity there and just one step offside. I'm kind of watching Heffron here. He just did a great Noss with a good shot there. They almost went in. But 6'5", John, he's really got some moves, and he's very strong on the puck, and he can shoot it.
Play into the Rebel zone. Champlin Park got it out. Here they come with Sinjum. Carry deep, trying to tuck it in, and a save made by Johnson.
Tell me that kid's not a player. What a nice move that was.
Wave off icing. It comes all the way down to the Rebels' end. Skated down by Johnson there. Now comes Champlin Park. Sinjum trying to squeeze through the D. Shot away, and the save made by Johnson.
Well, I can see one difference between the teams. Boy, Champlin Park is quick. Boy, I'll tell you, once they got that motion on the breakout, which they had trouble with the first part there. Look at Sinjum coming in here, boy. Just really busting it loose. The other move he made coming in from the right-hand side was just nice, too, boy. He's got a nose for the net.
Face-off win for the Rebels. Shot from the blue line gets stopped. Champlin Park keeps it in the zone. Totino-Grace now with control. Howie Moore. Lost it. Loose in the circle. Shot away. Glanced off the outside of the pipe. And then knocked down was Jack Bergstrom, and back come the Eagles. Pass too far out in front for Heffron. Rebels, though, lose it to the Eagles in their zone, and Totino-Grace can't hold on to it. Shot back down into the Eagles zone, where it'll be chased down by Gray. Pass out to center to Heffron. Put it down into the Rebel zone. Race for the puck there. Off to the left quarter. It's Bernovic. Out of the zone it comes. And onto the stick of Golden. Across to Naas. Up into the Rebel zone. Swept to the corner by Wastrel. Chipped up in the air and down, and I think he went out of play and then popped back down. That brings a whistle.
Doesn't take much in this building. The ceiling's awful doggone low.
Very low.
Well, you see a nice play right here. Just coming right in tight, steals it from him and really moves it forward.
That was Bergstrom. You like Tom Potter, first-year head coach, the co-head coach last year with Patch and Austin. Champlin Park graduate. Graduated 10 years ago, class of 2010.
I believe he mentioned the entire coaching staff is Champlin Park.
He said 5 of the 6 coaches are Champlin Park grads. Great to see. Rebels with the puck. Breakout pass got intercepted by Finley. Then he lost it as he came across the Rebels blue line. Onto the stick of Walters. Pass intercepted at center ice. In comes Bernovic with a shot. That had some mustard on it. It was cleared back out to center by Champlin Park. Shot quickly back in by the Eagles, and then the Rebels get it out. Walters shooting it in as Champlin Park makes the line change. Howie Moore skating out hard with it for Totino-Grace. Comes to center. On his left, rink-wide pass to the open side. Nobody there for Totino-Grace. Chance for the Rebels. A long shot high over the net. Off the stick of Visner. Down back behind the Eagles net. Centering attempt gets blocked by Howie Moore. Puck swept around the inboards by Visner. Backhand pass and onto the stick of Moore. Got it out to center. Sinjum intercepting for Champlin Park. Banks went off the glass to center. Eagles have it there. Then they give it right back up. And a turnover by Champlin Park at their own end, and firing it high and wide with Smith. Out comes Sinjum for Champlin Park. Onto the stick of Visner, and a huge save by Johnson. Best scoring chance of the night so far right there.
Oh my. 2-on-1. Sinjum was getting on his motor too, and he tripped up a little bit, but he made a beautiful pass coming across. See, he loses his fitting, but watch this pass. Bang, on the stick. Got a good shot off Noah Visner. You know, one thing I like about this Rebel team too, John, 12 guys on this roster have got a goal. You don't see that very often.
Shot from the blue line that's stopped by Johnson. Right point, shot away, tip shot. And that one just went wide off the stick of Bergstrom, who had that scoring chance just a few moments ago. Icing on the Eagles. Bring it back to the Totino-Grace zone.
Well, I think you said it earlier. The pace in this game's been good. Both teams have got their legs moving, and the only thing I think we're missing, you got 10 guys with 6 foot or over, should be hitting them a little bit more. So we'll see if that doesn't change here as the game goes by for the Eagles.
Visner and Oliver Moore on the face-off, won by the Rebels. And another save, Wes Johnson on Roy Johnson there.
Both goaltenders have gotten a significant amount of work. We got 12 shots totally, 7 for the Rebels and 5 for the Eagles here.
Gray getting ready to face off against Longer. And we're going to drop it again.
Somebody cheated.
Baller out, Arneson in, and Johnson is keeping busy, especially the last couple minutes here.
Yeah. I'm seeing a lot of rubber all of a sudden.
Puck banked around the boards by Noss, and down the ice, another icing.
That was kind of interesting. He had some space, John, coming around that net.
Yeah.
You didn't really have to slide around the boards like that. Bringing another face-off in. And folks, this is where face-offs become really, really important. Ooh.
At center ice, Champlin Park bringing it back in. Bergstrom lost it and taken away by Totino-Grace. Got it to the blue line and down into the Rebel zone. Where they fight after it there. Check along the end boards and cleared, and out it comes to center. And all the way back down to the Eagle zone. Will be skated down by Heffron. Rounds is never going to have a penalty here as he's brought down. And Lawler's going to go off. Our first penalty of the game will go for tripping at 11:56.
I think that one was fairly obvious. And there we come to the rub of the Champlin Park Rebels. They've had 69 penalties already this season. Now their penalty kill has been very good. It's been kicking off at about 86%. And they sure are. That's too many penalties.
Excuse me, 10:56 the time of the penalty. Is shot on net, shorthanded. Johnson's got to stop that chance from Riker Grant. Deflects out of play, face off back down in the Eagle zone.
Grace is picked up at 32%, which is very, very good for our power play. Scored 16 goals and 50 power play attempts here. So you really don't want to get in the box against them, but so far, Champlin Park started out pretty good.
Face-off win for the Eagles. Out they come. Luke Schroeder carries deep down into the Rebel zone. Stops, then lost the puck. Came free in the circle and shot wide of the net by Thielen. Now the Eagles will try to set it up. Pass right out in front. And that's cleared to the boards by Grant. And down the ice it goes for Champlin Park. Skated down by Noss. Off to Delzer. Drop pass back to Delzer's stick. Backhand shot and easily gloved there by Wastrel. Nice little give and go there. Between Noss and Smith. There's a scoring chance a moment ago.
Wow. And
the save made by Wastrel off Luke Schroeder's opportunity. Overplay just over a minute to go here for Totino-Grace. And the Rebels able to clear it all the way down to the Eagle zone. Johnson leaving in for Noss. Up the left side onto Moore's stick. Moore goes down with the puck. Again, the Rebels clear to the blue line. Kept in by Totino-Grace. Tip shot, and that went just high over the net. Good try by Austin Bernovic off the shot from Heffron. Under 30 seconds to go now in the Totino power play. Smith with it. Back behind the net for Oliver Moore. Back to Smith. To Moore again. Smith looking. Now passes back out. Noss on to Heffron's stick. Under 10 seconds to go in the man advantage. Put in front. Went wide off of Bernovic's stick. Shot from the tough angle, and the shot and the goal. In the net by Connor Smith, and it's 1-0.
Boy, nice goal. He did not have much to shoot for down there on that short side, but he made it count. We get a good look at it. A nice return pass back. He had enough room. Yeah, he was just standing over on the other side of the goal line when he shot that. Oh, my.
Came just after the penalty ended, so not a power play goal. Connor Smith netting his 7th of the year. Chance now for the Eagles, and shot high and past the net by Bergstrom. Oliver Moore getting the lone assist on the 7th of the season for Connor Smith at 12:59. Co-coaches for Totino-Grace. Adam Sherritt on your left there, and Jim Parkos on the right. And a nice chat with those gentlemen before the game. They talked about the tough schedule they play, and they just love it. You know, it's great to see their enthusiasm for the program and the players they've got coming up. Here's a pass now ahead to Heffron, but he got it ridden off the puck. The trailer is there though, and he scored. That's Sam Phelan, and it's 2-0.
Well, one of the comments I was going to make is that, you know, Heffron's been their main scorer by a long shot, 34 points. But, you know, I'll tell you what, he's got 17 goals, 17 assists. He just got his 18th assist on that. Just set, you know, Thielen up really nice on that. If they can get other guys scoring, it was a beautiful late pass. Just set it up for him. Came in, he just drilled it. Bing, he didn't even hesitate. He knew exactly where he was going with it. Pretty goal.
Thielen's 11th of the season. Heffron is team high 35th point of the year, and 2 goals 32 seconds apart have given Totino-Grace a 2-0 lead here.
How do these guys got a 6-12 or 6-10 record? They're playing really well right now.
Here comes Visner with a shot and fired it wide. Came back out in front. Visner got ridden off the puck and taken by Darby Jones for Totino-Grace. Gets spun around, gets a stick on the puck again. Goes to the corner along with Johnson of Champlin Park. Puck comes free. Visner feeding it off on his right. Here comes Ethan Muss with it. Drop pass, shot away. It goes wide off of Visner's stick. Whistle. And we are going to get it our first Totino-Grace penalty of the night in the elbowing call. Whistled here. And off goes Stephen Golden.
Now here comes another little rub with Champlin Park. They're only running at 11%. 6 goals on 55 power plays. They got to get that sparked up, especially right now. It'd be a good time to get a goal being down by 2.
Shot and save made by Wes Johnson.
Both coaches talked about the fact that, you know, they're playing well, they're looking for consistency, and they have a tendency to give up a goal, and then they give up another one real quick, which you just saw the Eagles do.
Visner onto the stick of Fisher. Back out to Fisher. Now to Thompson. Fisher again. Winds up with a shot. Save. Puck is loose. Unable to put it away was Bergstrom. Eagles able to clear it down. 2:10 to play in the period. And 1:25 to go in the power play for Champlin Park. Trailing 2-0. Here comes Lawler. Stops with it. Feeds it off to Thompson. Nice pass opposite circle. Shot away. Johnson to save, and unable to get a stick down on it to bang home the rebound was Lawler.
Boy, that hit the inside of the pipe, John, on the far side. That took a weird angle off the pipe, I think. But
here comes Champlin Park. Back comes Sinjum across the line. Whistle is offside on Champlin Park.
Nope, it didn't.
Went off a skate. Yeah, went off the defenseman's skate there.
I'm glad we got a number of cameras here.
Right. 45 seconds left in the power play. Champlin Park trying to set up down on the Eagles end again. Grant played it off on the boards to Sinjum. Nice slot. Peterson shot away.
There we go.
They tucked the rebound in for a goal. And Champlin Park is on the board. at the goal to make it 2-1.
Well, that'll make the Rebel coaching staff happy. They've been working hard on that power play. They just haven't been able to get the puck in the net. They were moving around good, and they have. They've had a good power play so far during this, but finally put one away. Rebound situation, and just sophomore right there. 22 Ethan Muss puts it away. That was a big goal for them. They needed that one.
Muss with his 6th goal of the season, a power play goal at 15:29. So 3 goals fairly late here in the period. The Eagles bring it down to the Champlin Park zone again. Trying to get things set up again. Now a minute to go in the period. Here comes Champlin Park. Trying to escape out of the zone. They do. Sinjum brings it in left side. Pass in front. And Johnson able to knock it away from Grant. Totino-Grace will move it quickly back up the ice. Now back behind the net. That one on net, and another save made. Here comes Sinjum again with it, and that gets deflected up and out of play.
That's the funny thing about them goal scorers, John. They have no trouble shooting the puck. Sinjum's really working hard, too. I'm amazed at his quickness, and the line he plays with really stays with him well. Knowing where to be. Then a lot of them are just going to the net, waiting for him to shoot and see if they can pick a rebound up, just like they did with that power play goal.
22 seconds left in the period. A battle in the circle. Eagles going to break out. They get it to the blue line, then picked off by Champlin Park. Shot back in. Almost turnover to the Eagles right in front of their own net. But they come back out with it. Heffron pass ahead. Here's Thielen coming in, trying to get to the net, and cut off nicely by Ben Fisher. And that is the end of the first period. That was a good period of hockey.
Good first period. Pace is really good. Both teams are quick and fast and really playing hard. This should be a good one. It'll go right down the line, I think.
Shots on goal for the period, favoring Champlin Park, 11-7. The score reads 2-1 to Totino-Grace. Really fun hockey to watch so far.
Yeah, I think Sir Champlin's a little surprised because they're usually ahead after the first period. Now they're down by a goal, but they fought back real hard. Their pace hasn't changed. They just got to get more pucks to the net and put them away. The Eagles, really good period for the last 9 games they've had. So I think they've got their fire. This should go right down to the line. Like I said, it's going to be a 1-goal differential probably.
We'll take a timeout. We'll come back. Our first intermission coming up. Totino-Grace, Champlin Park. Warrior Hockey on CCX after this.
Let me tell you about the toughest guy on earth. He has the crazy strength to lift the man that raised him up without even flinching. This guy, this warrior, will always be by his father's side, even if his dad will hardly remember. If this guy isn't the toughest guy on the planet, then I don't know who is. Caregiving is tougher than tough. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
Saturday night at the Ice Forum in Champlin. Totino-Grace leads Champlin Park High School boys hockey tonight 2-1. Let's look at some highlights from the first 17 minutes of play here. Dan Ficken, we talked about it very early. Good pace of play in the game. Just fun hockey to watch. Hunter Sinjum with a good shot on net. Wes Johnson's really faced a lot of pucks in the first period and has been up to the task. He was a early penalty on Champlin Park. Each team took one penalty in that first period. Totino-Grace able to score just after that first period, or excuse me, that penalty had expired. Shot put away by Connor Smith. Then the great pass here to Thielen, the trailer. Sam Thielen scoring from Kyle Heffron. That made it 2-0. 2 goals, 32 seconds apart. And then Champlin Park able to go on the power play. Goal scored by Ethan Muss with the assist on the goal going to Sinjum and Nolan Peterson. That goal came at 15:29 to make it 2-1. There's a look at their shots on goal so far and scoring chances. One penalty on each team and one power play goal, but the Totino-Grace was almost a power play goal because Rebels didn't quite have everybody back in the position with the player just coming back out of the ice. So not officially a power play goal, but very close. And an even period of play and a good first period to watch here tonight.
Yeah, it was. Both teams very hardworking, quick, fast, playing probably as good a game as they can right now. And just we got a 2-1 score, and I think that really defines the game. But you look at the shots on goal, that's a lot of shots. Boy, I'll tell you, both these teams are going up and down the ice.
Well, earlier today over at the Osseo Ice Arena, the 20-year anniversary of Park Center State Championship in girls hockey was celebrated. Park Center, of course, now part of the Osseo Park Center program in girls hockey. I had a chance to go over there to do a story. Met with Chrissy Wendell, the two-time Olympian, national champion with the Gopher women's hockey team. And there you see the picture in the middle of the women who were able to come back today. 10 players from that team on hand. And Dan, you were a parent of a girl then, a woman now, Erin, who was a great player on the team of 4, was not able to make it today, but I know you got to reconnect with some of the parents there today and talk with some of the players, and brings back, I'm sure, tremendous memories for you, as it did for me covering that team in the 99-2000 season.
That was a season to remember. I love the headline after they won it, untouchable. And the kids, and the best thing about that team was those kids got along. I mean, there was no dumb drama. There was no these kids had one goal when that season started, was to get back to state and win it, and they stayed focused. I think they only had one loss that entire season, and just went through it. Now to see them as young ladies and mothers and bringing their kids and watching them, but what a treat. They're all just doing very, very well, and the moms and dads, we're all getting old, but it was a great group of parents too. We had a lot of fun.
24-1 that season. They outscored the 3 state tournament opponents 21-4, including a 6-0 shutout over Anoka in the state championship game in March of 2000.
Boy, they were really focused. They'd been to the state the year before and let the first one slip away, ended up consolation champions. But when they came into this one, when they started sections, they were really, really focused, and the way they performed at state was outstanding. And it was all the kids, too. Even that young lady standing next to you, who what a tremendous human being she is. Not just a hockey player, she was a great lady.
I wanted to ask her, so did you play any hockey after Park Center? See if I could throw her off after. But I decided not to. The other thing, too, that I thought was really great is that they don't have their own team anymore, but Jeremy Lewis, the head coach over at Osseo Park Center, really wanted to celebrate this team and bring some of these ladies back to talk to his current players, and they were wearing the like Park Center uniforms today. I thought that was a great touch too, and nice of that program to recognize what that team did 20 years ago.
The girls were just enamored with the turnout and the way they were celebrated, and to honor them by wearing those jerseys. It was like they were just really grateful. But it was nice to be remembered, and to let those kids at OPC know that there's a tradition here.
Senior night here at the Ice Forum for the Champlin Park Rebels boys hockey players and team. They trail after 2-1. We'll come back and drop the puck. Second period of play coming up next on CCX.
You told me not to talk to strangers. You told me not to cross the street without looking both ways.
You told me not to touch the stove.
You told me not to do drugs.
You told me not to drink and drive.
You gave me so many messages about how to stay safe. Why didn't you keep me safe by properly storing your gun?
Hey.
Okay.
If you love me enough to tolerate my perfect little pets and all their glorious dander, then of course you'll visit nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure I'm in the right car seat.
Sophomore Ethan Muss, one of the goal scorers, or the only goal scorer for Champlin Park tonight. And the power play goal that got the Rebels on the board after they trailed 2-0. Sam Thielen, junior for Totino-Grace, had the second goal of the game for the Eagles.
Rifled a nice shot. Well, I'll tell you, it was a nice setup by Halfron, but I don't expect too much change here in the second period, John. I thought both teams did well. Try to get their passes connected a little bit better, but it was a fun period to watch. Expect the same thing in the second period here.
Ready to go here in the second. Jack Gray for Totino-Grace, Robbie Lawler for Champlin Park. And we are ready to go. The face-off win for the Eagles. They get it down to the Rebel zone. Puck went past Wastrel. Breakout pass just off the stick of Bergstrom and down into the Totino-Grace zone. Skated down there by Gray. Shot from the circle and save made by Johnson. He wanted to make sure he still had it. He's looking behind him, but he did have the puck. And another save for Wes Johnson.
That was a little bit of a whoa moment. He wasn't quite sure if he had it totally.
Eagles break out with it now 2-on-2. Here comes Heffron's got Thielen with him, then lost the puck. Taken by Johnson. Across to Bergstrom. In on the right side. Pass to the middle of the ice. Puck came loose out in front. And then cleared away to the boards. Swept back behind the net. Lawler putting it onto Bergstrom's stick. Came loose again to Thompson. Thompson back to the blue line. Johnson shot off. High off the glass. Kept in right side by Champlin Park. Play to the corner. Thompson. And for Bergstrom. And good tie up there by Gray of Totino-Grace. Puck comes free to the blue line. Shot away. Johnson. The save. A heavy shot from the point from Nolan Peterson.
Well, this happens to be Champlin Park by record's worst period of the game, the second period, and both teams are defying the odds. I thought Grace came out and got a good start on with Champlin Park's good first period, and now Champlin Park's turning it around and really stepping up. I think they got the wake-up call once they saw what Grace is doing.
Puck played down all the way to the Rebel zone. In on net and deciding to cover it was Wastrel. Next week on CCX, Tuesday night, a basketball doubleheader. Jay Wilcox and I will be at Osseo High School. Girls varsity basketball at 5:30. Boys at approximately 7:30 between the Maple Grove Crimson and the Osseo Orioles. Watch it live on CCX1 or ccxmedia.org. That is Tuesday night. Always fun when those teams get together. Actually, those two schools playing together, Dan, in boys hockey tonight. And that's the Osseo Ice Arena. Puck picked off by the Rebels. Out they come. Sinjum carries in on the right wing, trying to step around the defenseman Golden. Puck came to the right boards and picked up there by the Eagles. Skated up the wing by Oliver Moore. Shot in the zone now, and it's the Eagles make a change. Taken by Fisher. Up off of Sinjum's stick. Way to the middle of the ice and picked off there by Totino-Grace's Darby Jones. Lost it as he came to the Rebels' blue line. Good defensive play there by Champlin Park and take it away from Jones. Eagles get it back. Good work with the stick. Shot away there on Wastrel by Parker Noss. Rebels get it back. Down the left side, shot gets deflected, didn't come all the way through. Around the corner they go. Freed up. Rebels have it. And it came loose out in front to Totino-Grace, and out they come with it. Here comes Bernovic. He'll dump it in on net. Peterson with it. Plays it too far for any of his teammates. It's icing on Champlin Park.
Yeah, I thought maybe one adjustment that could be made by the Eagles now. We talked a little bit about it in the first period with that size that they've got, and as fast as these big guys are, I expect a little more physical play to slow down Champlin Park, but because their foot quickness is really making a difference here for the Rebels.
Sinjum and Delzer on the faceoff. One by Sinjum. Banked off the end boards by Sam Swayze. Swayze will go back for it for Champlin Park. Bank it up ahead to Sinjum. Trying to get around the D, but can't. Good play by Noss to keep him in front of him. Cleared out by the Eagles to center. Shot back in to the zone by Swayze. Eagles will set up back behind the net with Noss. Head on the left side to Delzer. And it's icing here on Totino-Grace.
Well, pretty close to the line there, though, but I like the fact that they're finding passing lanes when their team appears to be clogged up. Both teams are doing a good job of that and got that, kind of 10 to 12-foot pass and making it click in tight quarters.
Here comes Totino-Grace with the puck. Out comes Golden with it. It's all the way down to the corner in the Rebel zone. Along the boards as Gray tries to free it up. Now comes out to the right point to Finley. To the corner, swept back there by Thielen behind the net. Thielen gets it again. Cross to Golden, shot away, fired it wide. Back onto Thielen's stick, trying to backhand it out in front. Clear to the blue line. Golden backhanding it to the front of the net. The Eagles scrambling to try to get to it, but can't. But they keep the puck down in the Champlin Park zone. Here's Heffron along the board. Skates out into the circle with it. Lost it off his stick, and Bergstrom on the way for Champlin Park down the right side. Skated down by Finley of Totino-Grace. Around the boards, kept in by Champlin Park. Centering pass, missed everyone, and all the way back down into the Rebel zone. Out it comes to center. Brought in by Jack Gray. Gray will go to hard in the net. Came to the side of the goal. Heffron tried to get in on it as well, and back come the Rebels. Arneson getting knocked down. He gets tangled up with Noss as we get a whistle. We have some penalties coming out of this. We'll see, or penalty.
Noss made a good check there, but he got a little irritated when he got held a little bit. And that would have been a penalty on Champlin Park, but now they're going to take both of them. So, need a little discipline here. But we see a good hit. But you can see that he's being held, and he got a little irritated, and he did a bear hug thing, and well, that'll get you both sent to the box. Him and Arneson. So we'll play 5-on-5.
5:24, the time of the penalties. Johnson making a save here. Forcing another whistle.
Boy, nice face-off win that time. Won it clean, got the puck moved back, and then over to the side, got a good shot off.
Tie up off the face-off. Totino-Grace gets it, and out they come.
Oh.
Jones has it picked off. And back out to center it comes On to Brnovic's stick. Brnovic with a shot. And flutters just wide of Wastrel in the net. Shot away. Went wide and cleared up. Here comes Champlin Park. Jared Johnson got it down into the zone, and then back comes Golden for Totino-Grace, and lost as he came into the Rebel zone. Kept in at the blue line. Puck free. Spinning. Holding the zone was Oliver Moore. Moore onto the stick of Golden. Shot away. Glove save. Wastrel.
Boy, just good tenacity all the way around by the Eagles and the Rebels. You get a good shot there. You see that Wastrel's on it, and did a nice Wastrel's on it, and you got a good save there. But physical starting to pick up here on both teams now. They're starting to hit each other a little bit more, and we'll see how that carries through.
Ten and a half minutes to go. Second period. No scoring in this period. 2-1 Totino-Grace in that first period. They hold the zone here on Champlin Park. Shot away. Wastrel makes the stop on Oliver Moore's shot.
You know, the way we keep getting these whistles with face-offs in the zones, but those face-offs are going to become really, really important.
Totino-Grace able to keep it in here. Circling is Moore. Off the pass to Delzer now. Behind the net, getting tied up by Sinjum. Comes to out in front, then Delzer loses it. Here's a breakaway for Sinjum. In alone, nice move, and he scores. The sophomore Hogan Sinjum ties it at 2.
One small little play. Watch Sinjin accelerate here. He is gone from the get-go. There was no way he's going to catch him. And a brilliant move there. Just had enough puck control and got it in. Went right, went left, and then he came back to his right. Boy, he's got a motor. Whee!
And that ties it up at 2. His 12th goal of the season, unassisted, at 7:03. Champlin Park coming out to center. In comes Longer with the puck. Being driven to the corner by Golden. Eagles can't clear. Kept in comes Thompson, fires a shot. Johnson the save. Thielen clears it to center. That was stopped there by Roy Johnson. Shot back in by Champlin Park again. Eagles pass across, and then the pass intended for Thielen missed. No icing, no. Back onto the stick of Nolan Peterson behind his net. Feeding it up the wing for Jared Johnson. Trying to squeeze through was Walters there. And Oliver Moore has it, and now he skates for Totino-Grace. And the freshmen go. Drop pass and return pass, and they score.
Pretty.
Oh, what a play.
Oh, pretty. I like it.
Heffron and the freshman Moore combining on the play.
Watch the Jets here. Now, great play by Heffron there. He wasn't even thinking about shooting. He was just waiting for Moore to get open, just so he could give him a quick dish pass back. Just deflected it right into the 5-hole. That was pretty. You couldn't draw it up any better than that. Boy, Heffron I'm really impressed with, too. I mean, Moore's Jets were incredible. Heffron, just the way he distributes the puck, it's just, what a team player.
Fourth goal of the season for Moore, who's got 22 assists on the year. And Heffron with his second assist tonight. And so Grace is back in front now at 3-2. Race for the puck. Moore going after it, but getting there first for the Rebels was Aberwald. Plays it up ahead. Muss able to get it back here for Champlin Park behind the Eagles net. Got a goal in the first period. Muss giving the pass up to Sinjum. Out to the left point. Aberwald shot away. Johnson the save. Here's Delzer passing it ahead. Smith coming in. Shot away. Save made by Wastrel. Good scoring chance there for Connor Smith.
Got it on net and forced a rebound. That's really good. Good job.
Puck comes free. Sinjum, and he got spun off the puck just enough where he couldn't get a shot off. Delzer back the other way for the Eagles. Back behind the net, moves into the circle. Feeds a pass off for Finley. Shot. Stop. Back onto Smith's stick. And taken by Johnson of Champlin Park. Shoot it down to the Totino-Grace zone. Wave off icing. Pushed back behind the net onto Finley's stick. They get caught up in the skates briefly of Bernovic. Then he got it back down to the Rebel zone. Bernovic will chase after it along with Peterson of Champlin Park. Breakout pass. Here's Bergstrom for the Rebels. Bergstrom right circle, shot away. Stick save by Johnson. Out it comes to center onto the stick of Peterson, who fires it back into the Eagle zone. Champlin Park centering attempt comes back out to the slot. Johnson shot away. It's deflected wide. Rebels will reset again. Circling in. Thompson fires it high and just over the net. And then trickles back down off the back of the goalie Johnson and in. That is a wacky goals you're going to see all season. Maybe several seasons.
Well, that's going to cause a sleepless night for Mr. Johnson there. Oh, my gosh. Made a nice play on a previous shot that went high. Got his glove on it, but this one deflected up and over, hit the boards, came back around, and went in. Oh, my. Rolled over the top of the net, John.
Crazy.
I've never seen one like that. Oh, my gosh.
Rolling pucks are dangerous, and Tanner Thompson taking advantage of that. He said, oh, well, not my prettiest one, but it counts.
It's all me. I did it all. No question about it. Wow. I mean, we got a tie game again. Man, I'll tell you, the effort has been superb here by both teams.
Thompson unassisted at 10:43. Eagles have it down in the Rebel zone. Right point shot. Eagles have it, putting it out in front. Good defensive play to break up by Swayze. Pass across. Here's Sinjum firing it just high, going for that top corner. Couldn't hit it. Missed the net. 5.5 minutes to go in another entertaining period of hockey tonight at the Ice Forum. Here comes Heffron. His shot away. Save made, puck loose. And cleared away by Visner. Now it goes into the Eagle zone and icing on Champlin Park. A little fire wagon hockey here in the second, Dan.
You just took the words right out of my mouth. I love it. This time Heffron takes the shot, and you could see it was on him so quick that Wastrel had, couldn't get gave up a rebound there. And boy, I tell you, Sinjum, Heffron, Sinjum, Heffron. It's fun when they're both on the ice at the same time.
Shot from the blue line. A long one. Wastrel able to handle that for the Rebels. Here's Smith with the puck. Smith with a shot. That was a tough one that Wastrel handled. Lawler for Champlin Park. Rink wide pass. Rebels shot. Bergstrom. That got partially deflected on the way of the goal, and the Eagles turned it back. Out they come now. 3-on-2. Into the zone, and we're going to have a penalty. Taken down on the shot was Oliver, and shot away, and the save made, and then the whistle on the delayed penalty call, and the holding penalty that will put Totino-Grace on the power play.
Yep, kind of took the legs out from under him, and as that play ended up, golden for the Grace Eagles. Defenseman came in as a trailer. You can see coming in right here. He gets a good opportunity. the way the pace this game's been played and the way these guys' legs are moving, I mean, I'm not surprised to see some of these kind of penalties because the D is having a tough time slowing everybody down. And sometimes you got to grab and make sure you don't get in for a good shot.
So Grace back on the power play. Shot away. Saved by Wastrel. Bergstrom goes off for holding at 12:24 of the second period in a 3-3 game. Shot away and a goal. That is Kyle Heffron, the senior forward and captain. Power play goal on the Eagles. With the last two goals, or the last goal, now the back in front, 4-3. We go back and forth in this period.
So check this out. That was the 6th power play goal by Heffron this year. You can see the pass coming inside. Now watch, he's got nothing to shoot at, and he finds the hole. I mean, Wastrel really wasn't sure how it went in. It just beat him, period.
12:42 the time of the goal. Heffron, goal and a couple of assists tonight. The 18th goal of the season. On the power plays, Dan mentioned, his 6th on the power play this year.
Whew.
Back and forth we go. Totino-Grace with the puck back down in the Rebel zone. Under 4 minutes to go in the period. Heffron another shot. Glove save. Dropped there by Wastrel. Turned over by Rebels in their own zone. Now they get it back. Oliver Moore getting the lone assist on the Heffron goal. (4-3) Totino-Grace. So back to a 1-goal edge for them that they held after the first period. 3:15 to go. Thielen down to the corner. It's bumped a little bit. Still maintains possession of the puck. Feeds it off. Noss shot. Fired it high. Eagles keep it in. Howie Moore on the left side. Heffron. Nice pass. Shot away. Delzer's shot, though, gets blocked. Noss able to keep it in. Heffron takes a return pass from Oliver Moore. Heffron turns, fires, and it's caught up in Wastrel, and he wasn't sure he had it for a moment, but it was caught up in his gear, and he makes the stop.
He felt something, and he just hoped it wouldn't come in behind him, but boy, I'll tell you. And then Wastrel, he's going to 4 goals, but he hasn't played bad at all. I mean, they've just had some pretty plays.
Yeah. Face-off win for the Eagles. Deflected shot goes wide of the Rebels' net. Left point. Heavy check as the Golden kept the zone for Totino-Grace. Down in the corner, it's Delzer. Feeding it back for Smith. Smith whacking it across for Delzer. Turns. Back out right point. Shot slowly toward the net. Rebels get it. And pass it up ahead. Now a chance for Champlin Park. Centering attempt and a good defensive play. Denying Thompson the chance to put it out in front. Delzer back for Totino-Grace. Fights through a check. Falls down. And back come the Rebels. Bergstrom, puck a little bit behind him, but carried on by Lawler. He'll feed it off on his left to Thompson. Fires a shot, and they're just offside.
Boy, that was a great defensive play by the Eagles down in their zone, because Lawler was all by himself in front. I mean, there was nobody within 15 feet of him. If that puck would have got to him, he would have been all alone in on Johnson. 43 shots on goal so far, John. Wow.
23 for Totino-Grace and 20 for Champlin Park. Eagles definitely had the edge in shots on net here in the second period.
Yep.
Shot here, deflected wide of the Eagles' net. Tie up in the corner, cleared but not out by Totino-Grace. And now it's up out of play. Over the boards, over the glass, and out of play. Under a minute and a half to play here in the second.
Well, this is what Grace wants to do now in their zone. They're getting that puck on the boards and not letting it get back out in the middle, where Champlin Park's quickness and skating can get them open. So I like the way what Grace is doing in a defensive zone. They're really starting to push things toward the outside and then using their bodies to pin up people.
Puck comes all the way out of the zone, and Roy Johnson shooting it back into the Totino end for Champlin Park. Pass ahead. Here comes Gray trying to feed it off for Thielen on his left. Pass a little bit behind him. Gray able to come in, pinch the puck in the zone, then taken back by Johnson. Tipped and down into the Eagles' end by Moss. On the stick of Thielen. Played out to the Champlin Park zone, then shot back in by the Rebels. Down to 35 seconds to go in the period. Flipped out to center ice. Fisher for Champlin Park, shooting it down under 20 seconds to go. Lawler gets the pass off, trying to get it for Thompson. Now back to Lawler. He gets knocked down. Down went Gray for Totino-Grace. One last chance. Coming through, a shot away. And Wastrel able to make the stop on Heffron in the final seconds. And that'll be the end of the second period of play. But a late scoring opportunity for Kyle Heffron, who scored the last Grace goal but couldn't put it away again. But his team will take a one-goal lead into the second intermission, 4-3.
Well, I'll tell you, another just really fun period to watch. It was up and down, back and forth. Champlin came out on fire for the first 3 to 4 minutes of that period, John. But boy, Grace just got smart, settled down, turned this thing around, did a great job. And frankly, Champlin's goal in that period, a little bit of a trickster play, but I'll tell you what, good game back and forth, both these teams.
Each team with 2 goals in that period, and this Totino-Grace carrying a 4-3 lead in the locker room. We will take a timeout. We'll come back. Our second intermission here on CCX for the Ice Forum in Champlin coming up after this.
When I was your age, I was just like you, fascinated by stars. But now I get to search for life in the universe. And who knows, maybe life is looking for us too.
So we're like aliens to them?
Yeah. Does anyone want to be a scientist now?
I do.
Awesome. We need more girls in STEM.
Maybe we can find aliens.
You quit smoking and thought, that's that. But here's the thing about lung cancer. By the time you see the symptoms, it could be too late. But now, there's a new scan that can detect lung cancer early, when it's more curable. If you smoked, get scanned. Talk to your doctor or learn more at savedbythescan.org.
4-3 Totino-Grace leading Champlin Park through 2 periods of play. It was a 2-1 game. After the first period, the Eagles in front. As we look at highlights from the second period of play, no scoring for about 7 minutes, and then we got 4 goals in just under 6 minutes. The first of them coming on a breakaway. Hogan Sinjin unassisted at 7:03 to make it a 2-2 game. Showing that great speed and a terrific move to put that puck away to tie the game up for the Rebels. Terrific give and go play here. Goal scored for Totino-Grace gave them the 3-2 lead. Oliver Moore scoring. Kyle Heffron with the assist. That came at 8:24. Champlin Park goes in front. Tamara Thompson bounces, rolls down into the net. Off the goalie Johnson and in. The goal for Thompson unassisted at 10:43. And then Totino-Grace able to retake the lead one more time. Good passing here. And it's goal scored this time by Heffron with the assist going to Oliver Moore. That made it a 4-3 game, and that's where we're at right now. As we look at that one again. Let's look at the shots on goal through 2 periods. Scoring chances favoring Totino-Grace now. A couple penalties for the Eagles, 3 for the Rebels, in each team with a power play goal. Totino-Grace, Dan, the big edge that second period in shots on goal.
Huge edge. They got kind of put back on their heels first 2 to 3 minutes of the period, and then they just turned it around. They had an adjustment defensively. They got that puck to the outside on the boards and that restricted Champlin Park, and then they turned it on offensively.
Before the game tonight, the 6 seniors on this Champlin Park roster were honored. Had a moment with their parents, and that's always fun to see when you get to be there with on senior night, and you think of how much time the parents have spent, bringing their kids to rink, to practice, to tournaments, to games, and nice for these seniors too, and all the work that they put in to get to this point as 12th graders, and nice to recognize all of these young men here tonight. We talk about the young team that they've got, but they've got some good senior leaders in front of them at Champlin Park. Our score through 2 periods: Totino-Grace 4, Champlin Park 3. We'll drop the puck on the 3rd period at the ice for them after this. CCX Media, your source for great local programming, is now available on Roku and Apple TV. Our free app allows you to stream all 3 of our channels live. You'll also have access to a large on-demand library, including daily newscasts and full sporting events. To find the app, go to the store and search CCX and download our free app. Then sit back and enjoy all of your favorite local content. Now available on Roku and Apple TV. John Jacobson with Dan Ficken back at the ice for him in Champlin. Ready for the start of the 3rd period. Totino-Grace with a 4-3 lead. So look at the jerseys hung up on the glass for the seniors tonight here on senior night. Dan, what do the Rebels need to do to tie it up here and try to squeeze out a win against an Eagles team that really needs a win, only won in their last 9 games?
Skating's good. Keep working. 2 important things. Shoot the puck, hit the net. Just that simple. That's all they got to do. Grace, they've sustained 3 periods of really quality hockey. They played 2 great periods. Coaches talked about a little bit of inconsistency. They got to close the game out.
We are underway in period number 3. Puck knocked down at center ice, overskated by Lawler. Thielen feeding it on his right to Gray. Shot away, goes White. Wide of the net, Heffron picking it up. Peterson trying to sweep it behind his net. Couldn't do so, it got broken up. Heffron with it again for Totino-Grace. Comes out of the zone, and the Eagles will reset. Howie Moore from center. In across on the right side. Off to Heffron in the circle. Drop pass in the slot. Just too far for Noss. Able to catch up with it. And played back behind the net. Heffron with it for Totino-Grace. They're going to feed it off to Gray. Rebels break it up. Bergstrom getting it down into the Totino-Grace zone. Where Howie Moore has it for the Eagles. Plays it up to center. And down to the Rebels line. Heffron will shoot it into the opposite corners. He'll come off for a change. Rebels push it up the left wing and skate it out to center ice. Sinjum trying to squeeze past Golden there. Sinjum with it in the corner. Playing it back behind the net. Riker Grant. Back onto the stick of Sinjum. Sinjum skating with it. Feeds it off right side. Big shot from there. And then gets deflected wide. Ben Fisher with the shot from the point. Here comes Smith ahead. Smith with a shot. Save made. Rebound try. They Delzer in the save by Wastrel.
Wow. Bing, bang, boom. It's like watching a tennis match, for heaven's sakes. They're going back and forth, but what a nice setup and play coming back for the Eagles here after a good setup and chat. But look at that pass. The shot's up, and it's just on him so quick. Wastrel can't make the rebound save, and it gets away from him, and another shot came in for Grace, and they're pounding that net.
Here come the Rebels. Sinjum can't quite squeeze through. Backhand shot, and save made by Johnson. Wes Johnson faced a lot of shots in the first period, not so much in the second. Comes up with a stop here early in the third. Now a chance here for Totino-Grace driving in, and Wastrel making the save on Delzer once more here in the third. Turning is Oliver Moore. Back out to the blue line. Noss able to keep it in. Dumps it to the opposite corner. Rebels can't move it out. Kept in.
Yep. That was a nice play by Noss. He just was interested in getting it deep again to make him go 200 and some feet. Forecheck caught up and got it right back in the zone again.
Rebels with it. Out, or Eagles rather, skating out to the Rebels line. Poked away there. Champlin Park able to clear it ahead. Here's Roy Johnson. Lawler coming in and can't get past Parker Noss there. Noss will play it off his end boards. Off for Howie Moore. Moore up onto the stick of Schroeder. He'll bring it down to the Rebel zone, then gets stood up on a check by Johnson. Champlin Park can't clear the zone. Kept in by Jones. Lawler missing on the pass. It's broken up by Noss. Brought in left side Bergstrom. Bergstrom and Lawler both back there. They can't control as Gray has it. Off the stick of Heffron. Clear to the blue line. Now brought in by Lawler, and they're offside.
Good opportunity there. Just a happenstance of one leg not quite being over the line to neutralize it, but good hustle back and forth. I love the way that Grace, now you watch now, they're going to block out that middle through the neutral zone. They're going to get everything pushed off to the side.
Rebels back into the Eagles zone looking for that equalizer here. We've got 13 minutes to play here in the third period. Gray's pass gets intercepted to the blue line. Shot away. That goes wide of the net. Clear to the blue line. And out of the zone it comes. Brought back ahead by Thielen. Thielen's pass, then failing to connect with Golden. And the Rebels have it back. They'll chip it down into the Totino-Grace zone. Stephen Golden with it there. Plays it ahead. There's Heffron. One player back, and a good defensive play by Johnson to take it away from him. But then he gives it up to Thielen. Thielen moving in. Muscles a shot in on net. Losing his edge on his skate. Sinjum couldn't carry it out of the zone. Now it comes back to Sinjum again. Hogan Sinjum into the zone. 3-on-3. Backhand shot, and that goes wide off the stick of Grant. Grant with it left corner. A circle moving in, a shot. Johnson able to make this save as Sam Swayze came in all alone.
Swayze made a nice play there. He used the guy as a screen. Nice pass over to him. There's nobody in front, but look at how he used the two players there as the screen and tried to sneak it in up on the upper left-hand corner. Nice play, but Johnson was up to it.
Grant wins the face-off, comes to Sinjum's stick. Rink wide, and it goes back behind the Eagles net. Stopped there by Grant. Eagles get it, and they'll flip it out to center. Trying to hit Smith with the pass. Puck knocked down, now brought back into the Rebel zone by Totino-Grace. They skate after it hard in the corner, trying to create a scoring chance, and the Rebels deny that, and they bring it right back out, down to the Eagles end. Centering pass, catching up the puck, drop pass, and it's Sinjum. That gets blocked. Another try. And Johnson makes the save on that. Sinjum putting it out in front. It's loose and poked free. A good defensive play by Connor Smith to knock it to the corner. Centering pass, and that one goes wide off of Sinjum's stick. Back out to the slot. It gets blocked. Here comes Luke Delzer for Totino-Grace. Delzer skating hard to the net. Gets the puck and he scores. I didn't think he was going to be able to get away from the Rebels penalty, but he really showed some strength there to stay with the puck, Dan, and then able to put it past Carter Wastrel. A great individual play for Luke Delzer, and it's 5-3 Eagles.
Strong skating, real good reach, and real good flexibility. It was amazing. He took an extra half step there, got the step on the D, got around him, made a really nice play. That's what 6'4" or 6 foot, 195 pounds can do for you.
So a 2-goal edge, our first one tonight. Totino-Grace up 5-3 with 10.5 minutes to go in the third.
How did these guys lose 10 games, John?
Yeah,
I don't understand.
Delzer unassisted, his 16th goal of the season. And it's 6:20 of the third period. Whistle. We'll talk back and forth and physical activity. We'll see what we get here. They're going to take both.
Yeah, they should.
Visner and Golden here.
Yep. Good call. Both kind of got a good shot at each other, and then just get them off the ice, let them cool off. There's one thing Champlin Park really can't do now, especially being down by 2. They got to stay out of the box.
Offsetting penalties at 6:55. Just off of Thielen's stick on the pass from Heffron. And out come the Rebels with Lawler shooting it down into the Totino-Grace zone. After it goes Moore onto the stick of Gray, and up comes Thielen. Now it's Heffron with it again. Puts it out in front, and it gets broken up by Champlin Park and then taken back by Heffron at center. He'll bring it back into the zone, shot away, rebound given up, but it's right onto the stick of Bergstrom, who's able to skate it out for the Rebels. Plays it down into the Totino-Grace zone. Champlin Park trailing Totino-Grace now 5-3. Centering pass out in front, and Thompson scores. Bergstrom, a great feed. Tanner Thompson is second of the night. Danny, okay? And it's 5-4.
Bergstrom that just blew me away. What an effort. I mean, he took that thing 10 feet inside his own blue line and by force of will got it down deep and then found Thompson. I mean, just look at that play by him. There were 2 Grace players right there with him, and he got it out front. Thompson buries it. That short-handed goal, oh no, it's 5-on-5, I'm sorry. But That was just a great play by Bergstrom. He's had a heck of a nice game, John.
Yeah, absolutely. Thompson, his second goal tonight, 8th of the season. Set up by Bergstrom to make it 5-4. Goal at 8:51. Yeah, comes Oliver Moore for Totino-Grace. Brought it down on the Rebel zone. Puck comes free. Swept by Delzer. Back behind the net. Moore gets tied up on the end boards, and the Rebels will skate out with it. Sinjum just missed on the pass on his right. It'll be icing on the Rebels. Trying to hit Ethan Muss on that one.
You know, we were talking earlier about some of the changes that are going on in the Northwest Suburban. I'm, watching these two teams now. We've covered these guys for a long time. Okay, and watching the skating that these two teams are displaying, it's just showing that they're on the up and up. They're going to be contending for the conference sections, maybe some state appearances. They're impressing me tonight.
Shots on goal, 32-26. Favoring Totino-Grace. Eagles up 1 on the scoreboard at 5-4. 8:15 to play in the third period. Good hockey tonight on CCX. Icing here on Totino-Grace.
Just watching these young players play through and how they're making good plays and stuff like that. I'm particularly impressed too that both these teams look like they're going to play the full 3 periods. No letdowns, no bad moments. They're just playing hard and consistent.
Centering attempt, but it's right on the stick of Howie Moore. Good pickoff at center by Lawler for Champlin Park. It's back down on the Eagle zone again. Here comes Heffron for Totino-Grace. Down the right side. Pass just off the stick of Thielen. That could have been a scoring chance. Jack Gray after it in the corner. Sweeps it behind the net. It's on to Heffron's stick. Put it out in front. But gave it right to Totino-Grace, to Champlin Park's Nolan Peterson. Drop pass at the blue line to Jared Johnson. Centering pass in front. Comes all the way through the right boards.
Oh, yeah.
Off to Arneson, and the shot. Johnson to save. Now a little stick work after the whistle. I don't think anything will come of this one. Those expiring coincidental. Visner and Golden are both back to their benches. Look at it again.
Nice play in front there.
And then taking a little shot was Walters after the save was made. Heffron applying the stick.
Don't do that, Mr. Heffron. You're too valuable to your team. They don't need you in the box. Oh, boy.
Here comes Oliver Moore for Grace. Shot and fires it high. Seen some speed out of that young man tonight, and now he's offside. Face off outside the zone.
Again, another little sophomore there. Good player, but boy, he just really came through, and he didn't miss this by much.
Freshman.
Yeah. I'm sorry, that's right.
Yeah. Ian Bernovic and the goalie Johnson, all freshmen for this Totino-Grace team. A lot of sophomores on both sides dressed tonight as well. Under 7 minutes to go. Here comes Sinjum, one of those sophomores. Feeds it off on his right, a shot away. Johnson able to make this stop on Ethan Muss. Oh, good scoring chance there for the Rebels. Here comes Muss right side. Johnson steers that back behind him. Ricker Grant after it.
No pass by Sinjum on that play.
Behind the net it comes to Finley of Totino. Out to center, moving in, Schroeder. Centering attempt gets broken up, banked off the glass and out of the zone by the Rebels. Down into the Totino-Grace zone, Oliver Moore with it. Here he comes again, Moore. Burst of speed, shot away, saved by Wastrel, and they'll hang on. Look at the scoring play at the other end, and Johnson just getting a piece of it.
Nice play by Sinjum again, setting up play. I mean, both him and Heffron for the Eagles are just complete players. Not only going to shoot and score, but they move the puck to their line mates really well.
Puck comes out to center ice. The Rebels cleared the zone. Delzer brought it back in for the Eagles. Swept around the boards. Pass failing to connect to Lawler as the Eagles broke it up and shot it back down to the Rebels' end. Swayze with it. Feeds a pass up. Now it's Lawler with it. 2-on-2 with Sinjum. And then broken up by Noss of Totino-Grace. Now comes Delzer with it. Delzer has Smith trailing him. Brings it down left corner. Spins, takes a hit there. Lost the puck. Rebels break out. Here's Thompson for Champlin Park. Shot away.
Thank you.
High glove save by Wes Johnson.
Good play. Good play by number 19, Tanner Thompson. I mean, just why futz it? Just get it in and get a shot on. We talked about that. Get some pucks on net, but boy, Noss that time, the defenseman for the Eagles. 3 plays he made there, stopping rushes just by himself.
Just over 5 minutes to play in a 5-4 game. Pass at center ice. Intercepted by the Rebels. Roy Johnson with it. Drop pass. Sinjum shot away. Goes wide of Wes Johnson. Rebels trying to keep it in at the left point. Heffron with it. Off to Thielen. Thielen trying to return it to Heffron. Thielen with it again for Heffron. Trying to put it in front. Gets blocked by the Rebels. Pass missing. Trying to connect with Grant on the left side. And now Champlin Park will reset on their own zone. Roy Johnson with it. Headman for Sinjum. Gets free in the circle. Ooh. Johnson the save. Well, he's dangerous with a puck and fired that one. And Wes Johnson ready for it. Makes the stop.
What I like about that play, John, he did not shoot high and miss the net. He gets it low. Look at watch him now. He gets it on the pads, you know, right on the chest and stuff, but drops for a rebound. If somebody would have been there, that was a smart play there. And Johnson's played very well for the Eagles here in net. He had that one goofy goal scored on him, but he's stood up real well since then.
4:20 to go in the third. 5-4 Totino-Grace lead. Eagles able to clear it out of the zone. Down toward the Rebels' end. A big check there. Eagles still possess the puck though. Trying to clear it back to the blue line and shot it all the way back down on their own end where Howie Moore's got to go after it. Oh, Champlin Park apparently got a stick on it. My mistake, so it's icing on the Rebels. And we'll bring it back down to the Champlin Park end.
Well, good idea. Try to get out to neutral ice. Just a little bit too much puff on it. Now we got snow built up on the ice, so that's not a bad play here.
Rebels win the faceoff. Here they go, looking for the equalizer here with under 4 minutes to go. Thompson keeping the puck in the zone. Back behind the net. Puck goes to the left boards. Out of the corner. On the stick of Bergstrom. Eagles take it back. Delzer can't get it out of the zone though. Oh. Chance here. Shot away. Johnson makes the stop on Thompson. Back out to the right point to Fisher. Left side to Swayze. Swayze shot. Glove save by Johnson.
Boy, number 19, Tanner Thompson for the Rebels has all of a sudden showed up in this period in a big way. Wow. He's made some nice plays here. See a good shot there. A little bit too far out, though. Johnson, he's going to save those. He hasn't made too many mistakes there, John. Even on some of those flutter pucks. They're going to have to get somebody in front on him and get a dirty goal. He's just too quick right now to get beat straight up.
Clean face-off win for the Rebels. Shot, tip shot, and that goes just high over the net. But the right idea on what you're talking about there, Dan. Icing here on Totino-Grace.
Get a deflection, change the direction of the puck, or get in his way so he can't see.
Upcoming on CCX in the next week, basketball doubleheader from Osseo on Tuesday. Girls at 5:30, boys at 7:30. And then Thursday night wrestling. Buffalo and Wayzata and St. Michael Albertville and Wayzata. Wrestling doubleheader Thursday. Everything live on CCX1 and CCXmedia.org. John Jacobson, Dan Ficken. We are under 3 minutes to go here at the Ice Forum in Champlin. Northwest Suburban Conference Boys Hockey. Totino-Grace leading Champlin Park 5-4. Here come the Rebels. And Johnson, a glove save on the shot from the right boards by Ethan Muss. Rebels now with the edge in shots on goal at 35-33 as Wes Johnson, much like the first period, has been very busy between the pipes. Clean face-off win. Shot. Another save by Johnson. Good low shot there by Nolan Peterson.
Yeah, Peterson and Johnson have really done a nice job playing defense for the Rebels right now, and they're down to 2 lines now. He's throwing 2 lines out against the Eagles here.
Sinjum getting the puck to Muss. Shot away. Peterson will keep it in right point. To the corner to Grant. Ooh. Gets hit to the boards there by Howie Moore. Thielen will chip it out of the zone, but not ice it. And a good play by Totino-Grace. Comes back up to center. Thielen trying to get a stick on it. Pops high in the air. Knocked down by Heffron, but onto the stick of Sparks back at his blue line. Roy Johnson. Oh, it's intercepted by Thielen. In he comes for Grace. Shot away. Save made by Wastrel. Rebels come back. We're under 2 minutes to go. Sinjum with his back to the blue line. Able to get the pass off. And then pass to his left gets broken up by Parker Noss. All the way back down. In it'll come on Wastrel. He'll feed it up to Fisher. Fisher almost lost it. Dangerously lurking was Oliver Moore. Played it ahead to the blue line. Bergstrom pass into the high slot. Backhanded toward the net. Thompson with it. Fires. Hits the outside of the net here. 1:24 to go. Wastrel still in net for Champlin Park. As Moore skates up the right side. Comes toward the net. Trying to put it on goal. And does. Rebels get it back. 1:10 to go. Out it comes to center, but Grace controls out of the stick of Golden. Thompson takes it back for Champlin Park. The net now empty for the Rebels with under a minute to play. Trying to tie it up. Shot away. Wes Johnson the save on the shot from Fisher.
Okay, perfect. 54 seconds left. They've pulled the goalie. I would have spanned in a timeout right now by Champlin Park. You're going to see a combination of lines here now. They've got the second line out here, Thompson. Or Bergstrom's line out there, but nice play there. Served a purpose. Now they could set up a play for the next 54 seconds. They get both their lines, 2 top lines rested here. I would expect about a 30-second split, John. Probably Bergstrom's line will go back out there, and then they'll bring Sinjum's line back in.
Our CCX Sports Play of the Week is brought to you by Chick-fil-A of Maple Grove. Each week, 4 top plays for you to vote on. Go to our website, ccxmedia.org. Go to the Sports tab and then click on Play of the Week. Now that's Tom Potter drawing up here. It's got 54 seconds to go. Face-off coming in the Totino-Grace zone.
Well, 2 ways you're going to do it. You're probably going to try and set up a backdoor play, get everything loaded to one side, draw the Eagles over, and bring a wing in backdoor. Or basically, look, get it out to the point, get it cleared, and get 2 guys or 3 guys in front of Johnson and just muck it. So that's probably where they're going to go.
I got to say again how much I enjoyed talking to the young coaches on both these staffs. You know, our chats with Adam and Tim for Totino-Grace and Tom for Champlin Park. It sets up great, and you hope that they can all stay with their programs for a long time and continue to build this.
You know, attitude is everything, even with the coaches and stuff. And the enthusiasm and the positivity that those guys showed is just fabulous. And John, that they're shown in the way they're playing.
Champlin Park setting up behind the net. Oh, Sinjum on the doorstep, and Johnson makes the save. Peterson keeps it in the zone for Champlin Park. Down to 40 seconds to play. And Totino-Grace trying to clear. They clear, but it's up out of play. Faceoff will stay down in the Totino-Grace zone. Well, pretty good opportunity and close. 39 seconds to go. The first timeout was taken by Totino-Grace, and now Champlin Park will use its timeout.
I think, like you said, we were talking earlier about I'm going to go home and go to bed. I'm exhausted. Whoa. Woo. I never expected this. We had a great game Thursday night, folks. We didn't catch it between Eden Prairie and Wayzata. I didn't expect the same kind of pace in this game as that game, but we've got it tonight. That's how these programs have improved so much. And it's really fun to watch.
.4 seconds left. You know, the playoffs just a few weeks away. Dan, girls hockey playoffs starting in 2 weeks.
Yep.
And the boys after that.
Where did the season go?
I know, right?
Man.
January already.
You know, but it's fun, though. I think we've got some teams coming out of this area. And both the boys and girls are going to have a real run in the sections and to be able to cover them. But, you know, I like the Maple Grove girls team. I think they're going to be good. And I think Wayzata is playing pretty good right now, too, in the girls.
We'll see Wayzata in action next Friday on CCX1. They will take on Breck Friday the 31st.
And who's number 1 in Class A, if I seem to remember correctly? I think it'd be the Breck Mustangs. Yeah. Mm-hmm. There's one right there.
All right, here we go. 39.4 seconds to go. Face-off win for the Rebels, but it comes out of the zone. So Champlin Park's got to reset. Brought back in, and it's offside. In a hurry, just a little too much there. And now 6 seconds off the clock.
Yeah, it's just a shame. That was a clean win. They just didn't have the D in the right spot.
Sinjum and Gray on the face. And now it'll be Heffron moving in. Sinjum wins the face-off. Drops it back to Peterson at his blue line. Thompson trying to squeeze it across the line. It is kept in at the right point by Roy Johnson. Under 20 seconds to go. Back it comes to Johnson. Shot deflected up and into the net behind the goal. 15.5 seconds on the clock.
Well, good idea by the Rebels. They just didn't get enough spacing, and it got deflected on there. Probably should have moved over to his partner, who was a little more open.
Face-off win for Champlin Park. 13 seconds, though. Comes back to Peterson. Feeds it off. Johnson trying to drive a shot. Didn't get anything on, and Delzer picks it off. Now a 2-on-1 Delzer, and it's broken up by Peterson, but that'll be the end of the hockey game. And Totino-Grace skates away with a well-earned 5-4 victory.
One win in the last 9 games, and they came in here and played like, what kind of team is this? Wow. Really good hockey game. Nice win for the Eagles here. Hard-fought victory, both teams. They're going to go home tired, because I'll tell you what, nothing was left out on the ice tonight for sure.
18 saves in the third period for the freshman, Wes Johnson, for Totino-Grace to help secure the win.
75 shots on goal, John. 75 shots on goal. Man. Wow.
I hope you've enjoyed it tonight on CCX. Been a fun one for us to bring to you. Watch for more boys hockey coming up in February on CCX1 and ccxmedia.org. That does it for a telecast tonight from the Ice Forum in Champlin. For Dan Ficken and all of our crew, our final score more in time. Totino-Grace wins it over Champlin Park. 5-4 Eagles, the final.